testing, making sure everything's working. Let's see. How's everybody doing on a Saturday? How's everybody doing on a Saturday? Oh, mic's working. Mic's working. Let's turn that off. Otherwise, it'll be repeating. Okay, now let me see if I can get my chat set up. Oops. There we go. Chat. Good deal. There we go. All right. Looks like we got one person here. Hello? Whoever's here? Hey, stop. Sorry about that. Dog's getting excited because I'm talking to myself again. But yeah, thought I'd come on here, do another recipe, or not recipe, but share a recipe, making potato soup. Oh, hello, Bricks Tours. Good to see you, L&M Country. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Gonna make some potato soup. So, got my potatoes here. They look a little dried out because I boiled them a little too early. But I usually grab, I don't know, there's probably 5 or 6 potatoes in there. I like a lot of potatoes in my soup. But I boil them till they're kind of soft. But chop them up. Hope you guys are having a good Saturday. Anyways, it was getting to be a little too hot outside. But it doesn't make any sense to make soup. But it was raining this morning and yucky outside. So I figured, I don't know, kind of had a craving for some soup. So I figured we'd make some here. And also, I like doing these lives. It gives me practice talking to myself. I think that's one of the hardest things about doing YouTube is trying to talk to this camera. Oops. And nobody else around. Basically, you're just talking to yourself. So I like doing these lives. So I feel like there's somebody out there sometimes listening. Makes it a little easier. Good practice. If he's still in here, Bricks Tour. He's actually over in Europe, right? I think he lives in Great Britain, maybe somewhere over there. Anyways, he's overseas, and he actually came over to the U.S. for a little while and visited around Florida. So he had all kinds of neat lives where he was traveling around Florida. But anyways, back to cutting up potatoes. Nothing too exciting, I know. But don't make fun of the way I cut. I'm not a professional chef. Man, all of a sudden, just the last couple days, it seems like the flies have gotten terrible. It's time to get the fly traps out. Nice. Anyways, what I do is potatoes, and then I put milk in with mine with some onion, and then a little bit of bacon. And then I just let it all cook. And afterwards, after she gets done cooking for a while, basically just want to warm everything up, get the milk warm, then top it off with some crackers, maybe some cheese. But it's real simple. Brought that over here so I can put these in there. Try not to make a mess. Try not to cut them up too thin. I always do, because sometimes you cut them up too thin, then it gets a little soggy in the soup. But that actually might be enough potatoes. Do this big guy. I don't know. Do you guys saute your onions before you put them in the soup, or do you just cut it up and put it in the soup? I think I've tried it both ways. I think I prefer it just the onion in there. There we go. Do one more. Since he's already cut. All right. Who else we got? With bacon? Yes. Yep. Okay. Also that's a good idea. Cooking up the bacon, put the onion in with it. Yeah, I don't know if I've tried that. Yeah. So. All right. I think that's enough potato. Get in there, potato. We'll bring the onion over. I know, like I said, not very exciting live, but I do it for fun. And I appreciate the people that do stop in. It helps with my watch hours. YouTube works a little different. They go by watch hours. It's good to have subscribers, but it's because the more subscribers you have, hopefully the more watch time you have. But it's all about watching the video. Probably wasting a lot of onion, but that's all right. We're not going to use too much of the onion. Got all my dishes back there. The kids all ran off to go play with their friends and didn't help put dishes away. Bet that never happens to you guys. Yeah. I like a lot of onion, but my kids do not. All right. Good enough? Maybe a little bit smaller, chopped. All right. Now, let's see if I can make you dizzy. Will it focus on there? Almost. Oh, wrong way. I got it on my gimbal. There we go. Oh, wrong one. There we go. Grab our bacon. There, bacon. No, not for the puppies. I don't know if you can see them. They're not supposed to be in the kitchen. No. You decide to leave. They're my son's dogs, but I get to babysit them all the time because my son's always running off. Imagine that. You cut your bacon up with scissors. Don't worry, these are only for scissors for the kitchen. But I found it easier. Just cut it up. Little pieces. No, no bark. There we go. Oh. This over here so you can see who's in the chat. Oh, nice. So I'm not the only one that uses scissors. Now, forgot to get my spatula out. Thought I was all prepared. I don't want the metal one. Where's the spatula? That's another thing with this house. It seems like as soon as you want to find something, you can't. There we go. You guys put a little bit of olive oil in there, or just put the bacon in just how it is and cook it up? Let's see. Let that cook up. Oh, it looks like somebody else. Hello, Mike's Adventure. Just put the bacon in how it is. Put it off. Nice. L&M Country Living. Hopefully you guys are doing all good today. They're going to do a live later on tonight, so definitely go check it out if you guys are in here. L&M Country Living, they're like basically family to me. They've helped me get started. Helped me with all kinds of stuff. Good friends, good people. It's good to have in life. So. I may not be able to do too many more lives. Got to start a new job. Tracking with Deb and Mike. Hello, thanks for joining. You guys are amazing. I love your videos. And I hope when I'm up in age, I can do half the things you guys do. It's absolutely amazing. Up climbing around mountains. I don't even do that now. I was from Colorado. Did a little bit of hiking around Colorado, but nothing. I did a 14er maybe once or twice, and that was enough. But anyways, I'm cooking up some potato soup. Just frying up the bacon right now. So I suppose I could get my milk going. Turn it on low heat. Trying to brown up the bacon. I don't know if I want it too brown. Fire that up. Turn it on low heat because you don't want the milk to warm up too fast. Let's see. I don't ever measure anything. I just pour it in, add to it, or can't really subtract. But pour our milk in. I always have whole milk. I know, probably not good, but I love the taste of whole milk. Oh. All right, we got that on low heat. Stir our bacon. Add our onions. Grab the onions. Come on, onions. There we go. Man, I always want to add more onions, but my kids don't like them. So we'll stick with just a little bit. That's probably good with what we have anyways. Let's chop that one. Little big. All right, cool. Freebird, hey, Brenda, thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Making a potato soup. So it was a cold, dreary, rainy day, and I felt like having soup today. Of course, it's sunny and hot out there now. But anyways, just frying up some bacon. Just added the onions. Thanks to L and M, Lou and M suggested on sauteing the onions with the bacon. I don't know if I've ever tried that before, but we'll give that a try. Got the milk. Hey, no bark. Apologize for that. Babysitting my son's kids. Stop, you two. You're messing up the chat. Very nice. I don't know. What do you think? A little bit longer? And definitely dump your grease. I made the mistake one time just dumping the whole thing in there. Yeah, that about ruined the soup. It maybe a little bit longer for the onions. Yeah, that was a bad mistake, but the only way to learn is making mistakes. I know. I can't. I bet you they'll come out with smell-o-vision soon. The way technology's getting. Yeah, it does smell good. I love having a smell of onions sauteing. Good stuff. That's probably good. All right. What am I looking for? I need a lid. Is that the lid? That lid looks too big. Yep, that's for the soup. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have a lid for that one. Maybe not. Well, oh, there it is. Yay. Got the lid. All right. I use the lid to drain the grease. Yeah, like I said, make sure you drain your grease off. At least I do. I ruined a soup one time. Not doing that. There we go. Call it good. Hello, Nancy. Good to see you joining. Making potato soup. Got my bacon fried up with the onions. I don't think you added bacon to yours. All right, fill that one. Got that in there. Then we'll add our potatoes. Let's see, move the cutting board. We can move, let's actually, so we don't have to move the camera. Let me just put this one on low heat. Put that in the sink. Bring it over. Turn that off. There we go. Now we're gonna add our potatoes. All right. Like I said, just leave that on low heat. Don't want to heat your milk up too fast. It'll actually burn it. Okay. Then I like pepper with mine. And salt. Just a little bit of salt because I always add crackers in mine, and the crackers have. And then I add a little bit more of the onion salt. There we go. And then usually garlic powder, but it looks like I'm out. Maybe a little bit in there. Good enough. I'll have to remember to get more garlic powder. Oh, watch out, puppies. Let me put my bacon away before the dogs get to the bacon. Here, you want a piece? Don't tell your brother. Basically, that's it. Just warm it up. Probably takes about 20 minutes to warm it up. Sometimes I'll throw some American cheese in there. But usually I just mix a little crackers in with it and call it good. There's one of my son's dogs. That's Zara. She's the baby. Are you the baby? Yeah. You're just waiting for a treat. Every once in a while, stir it up. Put you back down without dropping you. Wrong way. I always do that. Forgot to put the vacuum away. What do we got going on in chat? Trish, hey, thanks for joining. Appreciate it. Oh, you're from New Zealand. That's awesome. That's so cool that you bring people together from around the world. That always amazes me. And it's good morning over there. 9:45. I don't know what it is here. It's probably 2 in the afternoon here or something. I don't know. I guess I have all. Oh, it's 4. Holy cow! It's already 4:30 here. I guess we're eating dinner or soup for dinner. Oh yeah, I don't know if I've ever tried that type of bit milk. Tell you what, though, my grandparents had a farm, and they love their goat's milk. That was horrible. I did not like goat's milk, and they would make their own ice cream. It just ruined ice cream. But yeah, guess you have to have the taste for goat's milk. Oh, okay. You changed your channel's name. Nice. Anyways, well, I'm just checking out the chat. Like I said before, I just like doing these. It's good practice for me. The hardest thing about YouTube for me is talking to a phone and talking to myself. So doing these lives, it's good practice. And also, I got some viewers. This is 6 in here. That's the most I've ever had. So I appreciate y'all for joining. And I'm almost to 100 subscribers. I know it ain't much, but it is to me. I appreciate everyone that watches. That's for sure. Yes, fresh milk. Milk from the cow is also good. Yeah. Definitely miss when the grandparents had the farm and all the farm animals. Life's a lot different. Fresh eggs, fresh milk. Unless it's goat's milk. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's the only bad thing about YouTube is I don't know if it tells you who subscribes to you already. Oh, wrong button. There we go. That's a little bit different, so you're just not staring at the soup. So you can stare at the ceiling. But now I just have to wait for probably 20 minutes or so or at least till the soup gets nice and warm to be able to eat it. Then also, I love with my soup, potato soup mostly, but you got to have the chicken. Get some chicken wings. I go to our local grocery store, and they got them there already nice and warm. Sometimes they're not warm, and they'll wrap up the ones and discount it when they're cold, but they're good cold too. So, oh, nice. You drink raw goat's milk, or I mean, cow's milk, not pasteurized. That's that's probably some good stuff right there. Yeah, it's getting better. I used to get nervous with lives too, so but it's definitely getting better. Somehow I need to get. I can't see the chat off my phone, so I use my iPad. So that's why I'm always looking down. But I need a holder or something so I can have it up. I'll have to look into that. Maybe get a holder for my iPad so I can see the chat. But anyways, like I was saying, videos and stuff may come slow here in the future. Had to take on another job. The job I had was I seen the end coming, and I don't want to be unemployed in the wintertime. I do solar panels for housing, and they're already talking about with some of the new bills passed that it's going to kill the industry next year, is what they're predicting and saying. And I'm kind of on the bottom of the totem pole at this company because I just started there about 6 months ago, and I don't really have a big role like a bunch of the guys do. So they're already talking about downsizing. So I picked up a new job, and the new job has a lot more overtime and having to work weekends. So might be a little harder to fit videos in, but I'll try it when I can. I'm not going to work every weekend. That'll kill me. Uh, what's in the soup? Oh, it's potato soup. So I diced up some potatoes, and then I like onion. I like a lot of onion with mine, but my kids don't. Hey, doggy, stop. Sorry about that. And then I put bacon in there, and then what else? Just milk, and it's real simple. Heat it up slow, nice and slow. Every once in a while, I'll stir it, and then once it's all done, I like crackers with mine. I just get the saltine crackers. These guys here, but I crunch a few of those up, put in with the soup. Sometimes I'll add cheese, American cheese, to it, but it's just nice and simple. Good stuff. Lasts for a couple days, at least with me. Sometimes my kids will get some, but not very much. They're picky eaters, but that's all right. So, sorry, just looking over the chat. This is the first time I've had this many people in here. I greatly appreciate it. So, the chat part's new to me. Is trying to keep up with it. My friends, I don't know if they're still in here. L&M Country Living, they do a live. They're going live tonight. I don't know if they changed their times or not. It's either around 6 o'clock. But man, their chats go like crazy. I don't know how they keep up with it. Oh yeah, definitely. Solar is it's good to have. It's just expensive here in the U.S. Just going through our companies and stuff because you're paying for the labor and paying. I think they just marked it too high. But if you can do it by yourself and get your own equipment, buy it outright, it's a lot cheaper. And then if you're able to get batteries and store your energy, that's the way to go. Especially here in where I am in Minnesota, we get a lot of snow. Every once in a while, we'll get the snow takes out the electricity. Yes, I love making homemade soup too. I wish I need to look into more like a beef stew and I do chili and potato soup, but I would love to make like a chicken broth, like some kind of vegetable soup. I'll have to bug my mom for a recipe. She's got all kinds of stuff. So I've been slowly collecting recipes from my mom. So stuff I can make. Nice, appreciate it. L&M Country Living. L&M Country Living, about their page, they have like a, not necessarily a farm, but they got some land where they do big gardens. They've been having a rough year the last couple of years with the garden due to weather, but they also go out and go fishing. Uh, Not so much the hunting part anymore, but they used to go out hunting. You can find some of their older videos, but they're just country people that do some living and different. If you want to see a different way of living in the U.S. Away from the city folk, they're a good page to check out. When you drain the grease, I always. Oh, I didn't even think about that. Flour in the milk. Huh. Is it too late to add the flour now? Thickens up the soup. Then put the potatoes back in. Oh, yeah. So it may be too late for mine. I never knew you could add flour to it. I'll definitely have to remember that next time. I know. Oh, I need a mod. I don't. There's a lot I don't know how to do yet, and I also would like to get a laptop or. Hey, you two, stop playing! Don't you know I'm live? You got to be quiet when I'm live. Can't be playing. Silly dogs. But yeah, I definitely need to get. I don't have a laptop yet, so I know there's a lot I'm missing out with YouTube. And then I want to get a Mac. I heard it's really good to download, and some of the editing software I use prefers the Mac. Yeah, that'd be nice to be able to share the links like a lot of guys on here do. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll definitely have to try that next time to brown it in like gravy. Yeah, there's a lot of cooking stuff I don't know. I always had somebody else cook for me. Uh, Married for 22 years, and she was a really really good cook. And then I always had my mom. We always lived in the same town, so it was always nice to go over to mom and dad's for dinner. So I never really cooked on my own until, has it been now? About the last 5, 6 years. So I'm up here in Minnesota, and my parents are down in Kansas, so we only get a little bit of time to run down there. I guess my sister's not too bad of a cook. My little sister, but my older sister, she's a pretty good cook also, but she doesn't, I don't think she eats meat, so she's not, I don't know about her food. Just kidding. Oh, okay. To make mods, you do it on the. Okay, I'll have to go check that app out and play with it more, and try to figure out how to do that. That's good to know. Freedom Redbird, she used to have a place there in Oklahoma, but her page, she on Friday nights she goes live, and her page is really neat because she has, it's like karaoke. She brings on her guests, so if you're good at singing, definitely check out her page. And man, I wish I could sing. They got a lot of good talent on there, and they sing a lot of good songs. And I apologize because I'll put her page on Friday night to listen to the songs, and it always puts me to sleep. They end up like last night. I woke up I think at 1:30, and she was still live. So they definitely go on there for a long time. Robert, hello. Thanks for joining my live. Sorry, I'm always looking down, looking at the chat, but let me flip the camera back around. Robert, I appreciate you joining. You had a good video come out today. I definitely enjoyed it. The Robert Active Retirement. Definitely go check out his page. Don't let the name fool you. The Active Retirement, because Robert has a lot of good life lessons. Just because the retirement's there, but I greatly appreciate watching Robert's channel, and he did a video on retirement, and his page just blew up. It's absolutely amazing. So congratulations on that, Robert. So, but yeah, I appreciate you guys stopping in. Anyways, I'm making for the ones just stopping in, potato soup. I just added some potatoes, onion, and bacon, and just a little bit of salt and pepper, a little bit of seasonings, some onions, and then I just bring it to a slowly warm it up. So I appreciate you guys hanging out while I'm doing that. Forgot to put the vacuum away. The vacuum's driving me nuts. Need a kid go put it away. We'll just move it out of the side. That probably don't help. But let's see what the chat's. Soup in a cup. Oh, okay. Nice. So it's just a packet that you add to your soup. Thickens. Oh, let's see. Getting lost in the live chat. But I hope you guys are all having a good Saturday. Greatly appreciate you guys stopping in and checking it out. That's seven people in my view. That's the most I've ever had. So I greatly appreciate it. That's awesome. That's awesome that you taught your boys how to cook. I think my mom tried. I have short attention span. So I had a hard time through school, and my dad was a mechanic and trying to teach me how to work on cars, which I did learn. So you bring him the wrong tool, he'd throw the wrong tool back at you. So you learn real quick. Just kidding. Well, he did make sure you knew your tools. So, but I'm sure my mom tried to teach me how to cook a little bit, but I just didn't have the attention span to learn how to cook. So, what are you guys doing this Saturday? Anything fun? Just hanging out? I appreciate you stopping in, hanging out with me. Try not to hit that button. That's the gimbal button. There we go. Back over. Anybody got any questions about my page? I tried to make my page. I wanted to do it on camping out of my truck and pop-up camper, but we haven't gotten too much camping in lately. Life always throws you different directions than what you think it's going to go. But I have made it out to a couple events, and then the alternator went out in it. I got it fixed, so it wasn't too bad. It was mostly just waiting for the part. I usually go to the auto parts store and get the part for it, but my buddy Stanley said to try Rock Auto, which it did save me a lot of money. It was less than half off of Rock Auto, but I had to wait for a week, a little bit over a week, because it's supposed to be here within a week, but they took a little bit longer for shipping. We got it in, we got the truck up and running, so it's good to go again. With this being maybe my last free weekend for a bit, I was just around the house getting it cleaned up and ended up getting hungry, so wanted some soup. So once in a while I'll put celery in there, but definitely my kids won't eat it then. So I got to be careful with what I make. Then that I can eat it because I don't like the waste food. it's expensive enough as it is. So is it still working? Looks like it. I think the chat's still working. Sometimes it gets kicked off. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Now it's catching up. I don't know if my. Now I gotta go back and check it out. Oh. For some reason my chat stopped, it looked like. But thank you, Brenda, for stopping in. Sorry if you already left, but I appreciate you stopping in. Pond River Outdoors, thanks for stopping in. I appreciate it. That's awesome. Oh, Sunday was yesterday. Our Saturday was yesterday. Yeah, that. Yep, that makes sense. Being from New Zealand, overseas. Yep, I have the gimbal. This one is the Insta 360. I love this thing. Um, and then I just do all my recordings off of the phone. It got a little bit used to trying to get it to work, and some of the features work with it when I'm on live YouTube, but it has its own app when I'm recording. So there's a little bit of learning curve there with it, but I love the thing. Then I got these mics, cheap mics from Amazon. I think they're only like $25, and so far they seem to sound pretty good. Oh, Robert, you're working. How are you working when you're supposed to be retired? Oh, you're saying that. Never mind. You're saying the chat's working. Sorry, I'm a little slow sometimes. Appreciate it. Yeah, I don't know. It might have been my use my iPad to read the chat because oh no, it's went away. Pushed the wrong button when I picked it up. But anyways, I got to use it to see the chat because I can't see it off my phone. Suppose nobody else has that problem. I need to get it set up with a computer with a bigger screen so I can see, but all in good time. I don't know the name of the mic. I'll have to look it up and see. But it was the cheapest thing I could find at the time. Because I watch YouTuber Robert Maritiner, and he always preaches. It doesn't matter if you have like bad lighting, which I kind of do now, but or or bad, the video part's bad, but the key thing is to have a good mic so people can hear you and to get your content out there. So I just got on Amazon, seeing what the cheapest thing was for a rechargeable mic, and I can go back through and look it up and see what this, let you know what mic it is. And I still haven't gotten the GoPro mics like you were mentioning. That's because I get frustrated with my GoPros here lately. Oh, that's good. I'm glad the audio is very clear. That's awesome. Always wondered what it sounded like when it was live. But good deal. I appreciate you guys' info and your help. Each and every one of you have always said something good in all your videos. I love watching them. A lot of good stuff in there. Well, I think. Oh, that's good. I'm glad they work, and they stay charged pretty long. I think I only charge it like every other trip when I go out. So one of them's connected to the phone, the receiver part. It plugs in like when you charge your phone, and then the mic's up here. So yeah, it's yeah. I think I only paid like $25 for them. So glad they work, and it comes with two of them. So maybe maybe it's just, yeah, it's one receiver but two mics. So if I had somebody else, so it'd be like for UNM, that would work perfect because it's got the two mics. So, but let's see. I think the soup's getting about done. It's starting to boil a little, it looks like. So, oh yeah, it's warming up. So I may have to get off and go enjoy some soup. But I greatly appreciate y'all stopping in. That was awesome. So, thanks again, y'all. I'm gonna cut it here. Greatly appreciate y'all stopping in, and hope you guys all have a good weekend. Yeah, I'll definitely send you the link so you can check it out. But I'll definitely enjoy the soup. Appreciate it. Thanks again. Now, how do I end it? Right there.